currently making parts on one of my CAD CAM programs. This is the side view of console, front view. I'm gonna pocket out for a door. These are nested parts on a 4x8 sheet of, I'm gonna use melamine, and I'll tell you why once we get there. Here's sheet 1 of 3 of the parts to build the center console mold. I'm gonna pop them out, move on to the next. Sheet number 2. Pop those parts on to sheet number 3. Sheet number 3 complete. I'm gonna pop this one out. All right, Ernestine, this is where I'm at on the console mold so far. I had a couple bad measurements, so I got to recut top, and then my little, there's a little pocket in there for a kick plate. I'm gonna recut it tomorrow. But there's basically the mold of the console. It'll be approximately 1.5 inches smaller.
Children playing ping pong. Turn it over, try to run under this. Not see the top of the stable. I believe in dogma.
Bro, you want a treat? Oh, it's so good. Oh, put that in your mouth. Oh, it's so good. Here. Here, honey. Pearl, are you broken, honey? Alright, so radius, half-inch radius, my little kick plate. So when I mold it, I can get glass to go over the edges nice and smooth. Not to fill these voids in the Bondo and the edges not covered by melamine. And Bondo them, sand them, and then eventually at the very end I'll spray PVA over the inside of the entire mold. Alright, I gotta box this thing in so I can either transport it and flip it over so it doesn't lose its form or rigidity. So I'm just creating a 2x4 box. This will make some more sense as I get it all put together. Alright, I got it boxed in so the frame doesn't move, and I can flip it over. Now I got some prep work to do on the inside. All right, so I've been Using body filler to radius all these edges. Cut a lot of them pretty good. It's my second time through. I'm doing a 1/2 inch radius when I lay glass in here. These ones I have not cleaned up yet. I just got them on there. It's like 6 o'clock-ish. I'm gonna go home, I'll sand them in the morning. Kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So a lot of these I still gotta sand clean, and down there in the corners too, it likes to get all bunched up, so I want to clean those up real good. So making progress. All right, it's been a couple days since I've been on this project, but I did manage to get all of these radiuses sanded. These are all 1/2 inch radiuses that I've put in all the corners. And I'm gonna wipe this thing down with acetone, and then I'm going to spray some PVA. All right, so I've taped the edges where the melamine stops and the particle board is exposed. And I'm gonna spray over this edge with PVA. I'm gonna spray over this edge with PVA. Inevitably, I'm gonna get some gel coat that's gonna roll over, and probably some glass that's gonna roll over. And what I don't wanna do is I don't want the glass or the resin to get into the particle board. And I even put some body filler over this as well. I just don't want it to get in there and really bite. And then when I try to disassemble this mold, I can't get the particle board or the melamine boards off of the fiberglass product. So that's the hope. Guys, I've never done this before. This is a lot of YouTube videoing. Big shout out to Andy at Boatworks today. If this works, it's still a shout out even if it doesn't. Watching his videos has helped a lot. Go ahead and check him out. And on to the next. Let me spray this with some PVA. I'm using the Evercoat mold release. This is the PVA polyvinyl alcohol. And I'm gonna give it, I don't know, 4 to 6 coats. All right, so I PVA'd the mold. Not real happy with it, just because I know the ones I gel coated, I got some thicker areas and some thinner areas. I'm more concerned with coverage, and I have a feeling when I just want to be able to pop this part off, to be able to disassemble the mold and get what I want out. And then I can sand and polish. So I'm going to go liberal with the gel coat, and that's the next phase. Is I'm going to mix up some gel coat, white, and catalyze it, and then start laying on some material. Well, I'd like to tell you that I'm feeling confident about this, but my gel coat, let's just say I probably messed up the MEK hardening ratio, so I'm going to continue on. So now I'm cutting all the fiberglass panels out to, so tomorrow I'm going to glass this. So I'm labeling everything, and I'm using the things that I've caught that I cut from the CNC mold, the melamine. That has the exact shape of the sides of the console, and then I'm able to trace out at least what the panel's supposed to looks like. So I've laid a little bit of glass. This is my first time ever doing this, so I'm not feeling real confident, but we'll see. And I'm cutting all the pieces out, and tomorrow I'm gonna lay glass. All right, little update. I've got one more laminate to go. I got 1 layer of chop, 2 layers of chop, 3rd layer of 1708 biax. And so I'm gonna flip this thing over and get one more on there and let it cure, and hope to God it pops out. All right. All right, she's got 3 layers on her, and she's kicked. I'm gonna let her harden. Pray it pops out. All right, it's been a couple days. Everything's kicked. Fiberglass is hard. I'm gonna disassemble this mold and hope it comes out in one piece in white. I don't really know what to expect. Let's see. I want to say I just popped this off the top with the glass, the painter's tape, and it didn't stick at all. It popped right off. It's a very good sign. Same for this one. There's hope. Hear it releasing. I do have some brad nails in this as well, so I'm gonna have to lift the nails, but it's lifting, which is a good sign. Slowly but surely. So there's my PVA. Got a little PVA that came off of it. I mean, it's kind of cool. I got some areas that I can see where I got some particle board. stuck to it, probably from the Bondo. But I'm gonna take the rest of it off and we'll see what it looks like. So I managed to get it out of the mold, or I took the mold off of it, and I definitely, I'm happy with it. It came out of the mold. It's mostly smooth. I'm gonna have to sand this and paint it again, but it's not gonna take much fairing. So I'm pretty happy with the skin. I didn't core it while it was in the mold because I wasn't sure if it was gonna come out of the mold. So now that I've got it out, I'll core it, which will give it rigidity, and then I'll work on getting it nice and extra smooth. And I'm gonna build a little kick plate in there. But overall, pretty happy.